Who do you think gets extended soon? There's a couple of guys that are intriguing. Who do you think the Browns are looking to extend?
JOK got to get extended soon, right? They put him in a position, I think, not Greg Williams, Jim Schwartz did him a favor by making him the Mike linebacker towards the end of the season, which means his money's going to be different, right? He's not a role player. Like, you're going to see Pat Queen kind of run into these issues where they were willing to pay Roquan Smith all of this money, but they're not going to be willing to pay you that same amount of money. Like, this is going to be different for Jay. Okay, he's going to be the only linebacker getting paid, and he's going to be the guy that they're going to give the green dot to next year. He's going to be calling plays, kind of in charge of stuff. And I think he's probably going to be, going forward, their main ingredient to trying to free up Myles Garrett, like moving him around and using his instinctive ability and his natural chemistry with Myles Garrett to kind of blow up some protection plans that they try with Myles. So yeah, I think you look at JOK as somebody's going to get extended soon. If we're talking about off the field, I think this is as obvious as it comes, right? Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, probably very likely for extensions. I wouldn't be shocked if we heard about it within the next few weeks.
The other one would be Emerson. And keep in mind, Emerson doesn't have that fifth-year option because he's played like a first-round pick, but he was a third-round pick. So you got to figure out, I mean, he's probably a Pro Bowler next year if he continues along the track that he is, because he finally is getting some looks and some recognition, and that's kind of the way young guys go.
He should have been a Pro Bowler this year, right? Greg Newsome is a good player. Like, I want to emphasize this. Greg Newsome is a good player. Martin Emerson has been better than him. Like, that's why Greg is stuck playing the slot, because Martin has to be on the field at that boundary corner position. And Greg can go somewhere else, probably when his rookie deal's up, and he'll start and he'll be a good player for whatever team he goes to. But that's how good Martin's been. So, yeah, Martin's going to be in that conversation as well. He was drafted 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So you have, at least another year before you have to worry about extending him. But yeah, I mean, we start talking about tenders and all of that. Like, he's going to get his money, right? Like, it's going to happen for him. He's probably going to get it in Cleveland.
Well, and the other thing that you do is you try to extend him a year early so you don't get, if he goes back-to-back Pro Bowl years, you want to have that in place before he outplays the worth of his contract.
Absolutely. You also have things that protect you as a team, right? So you have like more control over a player you drafted. So they could do if it gets to that point, you might have to think about like maybe working out a franchise tag and then like trying to work out money in the long term, or pushing it down a year until you get free of some of like Deshaun's thing, or maybe Deshaun gets to a point to where he gets an extension, which will free up more money in the future. But yeah, the Browns have a lot of different avenues they can go and play to, but I'm sure that they'll open every faucet they need to get Martin Emerson paid. And the good thing about the Browns ownership is that Jimmy Haslam has not been shy about being willing to spend that money to keep Cleveland Browns. Look how many guys they've re-signed over the last 4 years. I mean, it blows my mind as somebody who grew up watching like the 2000 Browns to now, how many of their players that they keep, because it used to be the whole battle of, yeah, he's good, we ain't keeping him. Like, we just knew we weren't keeping Alex back. We weren't keeping Mitchell Schwartz. Like, we knew once those deals were up, they're gone, dog. They're gone. But it's a different world now that the Browns live in, where we are able to keep these guys. And I think they'll be able to do the same with Martin.